recording right now, Mr. Muhammad. We can start.
Yes, it's a recording now. It should say that it is recording. So
Okay.
we can start now.
Okay. Welcome. Welcome everybody. Yeah. I can start, Mr. Muhammad. Just say a little introduction about this topic, this episode. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Can I start?
Hi,
Oh yes, of course. Hi, Arya.
hi, hi, Mr. Ahmed.
Hi, Alia. Mr. Muhammad says, welcome, Alia, and the rest of the participants. Okay, can I start, Mr. Muhammad?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I think we have today an interesting topic. It's basic and vital in our life. I think that family family is something fundamental and basic in our life. Yes, Mr. Muhammad, do you agree with me?
I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no.
But it's okay.
No, I'm joking.
So
Of course.
uh,
Who can? Maybe.
it's okay. So uh, I want to say a little bit about this topic. In a world, oh, in a perfect world, all families should be happy and everyone should get in well together. I know a lot of families that have a lot of problems, like parents never talk to each other, maybe brothers and sisters do not like each other, and I wonder why this is. What is the reason for this? As you see, all of us say that divorce is rising nowadays. So, what is the reason of this point? Maybe I think that, and I assume that the stress of modern life puts too much pressure on families. That's concerning or regarding my point of view. So today, inshallah, we have some important questions like what is the importance of families in our life, and what is the advantage, the pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages of living with your family, and some other random questions. Okay, but first of all, let's go with that question, Mr. Muhammad. And could you tell us from your point of view, what is the importance of families in our life? That's it. The mic is with you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Uh, Family is for me personally. It's very vital, and
Yeah.
even if you have some, I don't want to say bad members of family, but
Hmm.
all families have troublemakers
Hmm.
who annoy you with their problems and taking wrong decisions, but that shouldn't take you away from the family. That
Hmm.
didn't take me away from the family. For example, like if someone in big debt, or
Yes.
someone is not behaving well, or someone doesn't doesn't visit you or doesn't ask about you, and this is actually one of the main things that
Yes.
people don't have this kind of socializing in the family, and you can spend months and months and months until someone comes and visits you, or you sees them or arrange for a meeting with them, and that's not good. For me, when I was back in Egypt, I I think I wasn't a bad person. Why? Because I used to visit all my uncles and all my aunties and my grandmothers and my grandfathers regularly, even if they have some problems with my mom and dad.
Hmm.
How? I said it very frankly to my dad one day, because he had
Yeah.
some issues with some of my uncles, and he was not visiting them, and they were not visiting us. But at the same time, I said to him, your problems with your brothers are with your brothers. It's not with me.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the same thing with my mom. If you have a problem with your sister, it's with your sister, with your brother. I'm not gonna stop
Yes.
visiting them. I'm not gonna stop saying my cousins, and I will regularly keep going. And that I think that caused some issues, but they understood what I meant by breaking these bad things, that the bad barriers. So I mean, in summary, family is very fundamental. It
Yes.
doesn't matter how they behave. It's all about
Yes.
you, because there is a massive belief in philosophy that you can't change people. The only
Yeah.
person that you can change is yourself. So it is your decision. If they bad, and do you want to be bad like them, you have this decision. You can take it and say, oh, I'm not going to see them. I'm not going to say hello to them. I'm not going to send them even a text message, or I'm not going to visit them. But if they bad and you want to change yourself to be better than them, you just can keep going.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. Great opinion, perspective as well. So, what's the problem? If we listen to the rest of the parchments, but that we have for today, so we
Yeah,
can go
definitely.
with yeah, we can go with Amr right now. Go and tell us your story.
Ah, Mr. Ahmed, let me say, give you a short brief of my family. As the first,
Yeah.
I yes, okay. Uh, my name is Amr. I am 30 years old. Uh, I live with 12 people. I
Yeah.
have 4 sisters
You
and
have a
one
large.
brother.
You have a large
Okay,
family. Yeah.
I have a large family. Yes, already.
Yeah.
My dad is a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, and my mom is a housewife.
Yeah.
Okay, I am
That is it.
married and I have 2 daughters.
Yeah.
And my wife is a doctor.
Yes.
And she works at a laboratory.
Mhm.
And I work as officer in the Egyptian military forces.
Oh, the Egyptian Force. Yeah.
And I think
You're
the
gonna
advantage.
you're gonna get a promotion very soon. So we need العزومة. Huh? I'm waiting.
الشربات.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really. Uh, on my point of view, I think we have a lot of advantages to live with your family. First
Mhm.
thing,
But
your mommy will did.
wait, please,
Yes.
Mr. Ram. So right now we talk about the importance of family, not the advantages and disadvantages of living with your family. Okay, this
Generally,
is
yes.
a separate question. But right now we talk about the importance of family in our life.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. As Mr. Muhammad said, uh, every family have a lot of issue inside.
Mm.
And of course, if you have your brother have a problem with your dad, you shouldn't insult you with this problem. You should let him deal with his father by himself to
Yes.
solve this problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can't change any person in your family. You should change your only. You can change yourself.
Yes.
How to deal with anyone in your family.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
to be a good man.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think
Okay.
let me rephrase what Ahmed is trying to, like. Why do you think living with the family is important? You like living with your family, with the big family. So why do you think it's important to you? Why it is?
For me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have uh, يعني a different special work, as you know, Mr. Muhammad. More a lot of time I didn't be in my house, and I need my family
Yeah, security
to be
reason.
with my wife and my children. Yes, for
Yeah.
more security reason. Yes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Especially nowadays. Nowadays, like kidnapping issues, and you have the virus issues, and you have
Of course,
stealing issues. You have bad people hanging around. So
Yes.
if your family are in a
So-
place by themselves, you're not gonna
Yes.
feel happy because you're worried all the time. Are they safe? Are they happy? Are they secure? How about the kids? How is my wife coming back from work or going to work? Yeah, no, this is a very
Yes.
vital point. Yeah, they're looking
As-
after each other in one
yeah,
place.
as your family taking care of your small family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go with as apartment.
What about Ali and
Yeah,
Hogg?
thank you very much, Amr. That's a
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Thank you.
Can you
Okay.
hear us, Hagar?
Yes,
Okay,
How
go.
are you?
I think family is a very important structure for both the society and the individuals. If we have a good family, there will be, of course, a good society, a well-built one. And a good family will bring out good members, sensible children, not nonsense one. I think the structure of the family is the most important for everyone.
Hmm.
It indicates the personality of the children and of the society in general. And there must be great attention paid to the family.
Yeah, honestly, I like that point of education, because education starts from the house, from the family. It's not the school that teaches you everything. You can send your children to the highest standard schools in the world, but they will not teach them everything.
Even it doesn't teach them everything, but it shapes the child's mind and thinking, the personality, the behavior. It's the most important for everyone.
Yeah, that brings to me actually the بيت الشعر الذي يقول إذا كان رب البيت بالدف ضاربا فشيمة أهل البيت الرقص.
Yeah.
But if the father and the mother and the family are good people, and they
You will be a good person.
yes,
Yes.
you're definitely
So
gonna be good.
they will teach their
Yeah, they will
children
teach you to be how
good
to be
stuff.
good.
Children. If
Not even not a condition. I think if they aren't reasonable appearance, they don't have the right to make or to have a family for themselves, to have children.
So can you repeat this one again? I didn't hear it well, please.
You said if the father of if the family is good, they will bring good children.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
I'm saying that if it isn't even a condition, if they aren't good parents, they don't have the right even to build a family.
Maybe.
yeah, I got what she wants to say. I think she wants to say that if you are if you are a
If you
good
aren't a
father,
responsible one, you
so
don't have
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
right.
If you are a good parent, okay, if you are a good father, if you are a good mother, that doesn't mean that you have good children.
No,
What?
it doesn't mean that.
Mhm.
I want to say that if the parents aren't responsible enough to build a family or to make a good family, they don't have the right to take such.
I think she wanted to say that everyone is responsible for himself.
For his own or for her own? What?
Yes.
No, I didn't mean that. Exactly.
Okay, try one more time. Try one more time and simplify your idea as much as you can, because it seems like a very interesting point of view. So we want to get it clear.
Okay, the family is a responsibility. Building the structure of a family is a responsibility.
Yes, good.
So if you aren't إن لم تكن أهلا لها يعني.
So if you are not responsible enough, don't go for it.
You don't have the right even to think of making or building a family, because it's not something nonsense or not something simple. It's a very important thing.
This is really, 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 really critical. now I got what you mean. The problem, I think it's how can I say it? The marriage, the idea of marriage itself in our, let's say, in our
Yes, from the point of marriage.
yes, it's everything starts from the point of marriage. So if you don't feel that you are mature enough, that you are responsible enough to be a husband, and on the other side, if she is not feeling that she is responsible enough to be a mother, they shouldn't start this big relationship of building a family. Is this what you mean?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Yes, that's very, very interesting, and thank you very much for bringing this to the table, because yes, if someone, because nowadays everyone, all the young men, they want to get married, like they're in the 20s or 22, 23, 24, 25. Some of them don't have a stable job, they don't have stable income, they don't have stable spiritual life, and they don't have like stable self. Their self is not stable enough, they are not responsible enough, they are not mature enough, and they hurry, they want to get married. And why? If you just wait until you reach the point that yes, I'm ready now, I can start the family, I have my income, I know how to build up a family, I know how to raise children, I know how to treat my wife, I know how the relationship is going to be happening between my wife and my wife's family and my family and my wife and my mother and my brothers and sisters. A lot of things happening behind the scene, and that will lead us to build the family. When we have children, that will add up to the problem. If he is not mature enough, if he's not responsible enough, then that's another issue. So he started a bad marriage, and now he's starting a bad relationship as a family.
And they don't have any experience in life to start a new family.
Yes, it's exactly.
Yes.
It's a very, very good point, Hagar. Wallahi, thank you very much.
Yes.
And
Welcome back, Mr. Ahmed.
I think it's the
I
cold.
lost the no, I lost the connection.
They missed the point, and it's a very critical. I don't know if you heard what we were discussing. Hagar meant that it all starts from the beginning, from the marriage, the point of marriage. So if the two of the new couple are not responsible enough, if the husband is not mature, is not responsible, and the mother is the same, so the family coming after that will not be a good family. So that's a very
Please.
interesting point. Thank you very much, Agar and Mr. Ram.
Okay, please
Yes.
summarize what you said, because I haven't heard anything.
Me? I don't see anything. I just said welcome,
No,
Mr.
about
Ahmed.
what? No, I know that, but what Hagar said.
Ah, yes, I said that they didn't, the couples, the new couples, didn't have experience in life to start a new family or to build a new family.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's a very good one. Thank you.
Okay.
What do you think?
So,
We haven't we haven't heard your point of view.
for family.
Hmm.
I think family is something essential in our life, and they support us, even if they're not good, but they are basic in our life. Because if we are in a difficult situation, so who can help us, who originally help us to get rid of that situation? I think the first people who try to help us, I think they are my family or your family, whatever. So even they are not good, I think they are vital for our life. That is concerning my family.
Yeah, even I think when you say even if they are not good, they don't mean to be not good.
Uh-huh.
They don't mean to be bad. Like maybe they don't know how they behave.
يعني if they have like bad traits that like يعني bad traits like stingy, maybe not generous, يعني concerning all the bad traits that are known.
Yeah, it's a very interesting one as well.
That's it.
Very
I
interesting.
think the only one who want you to be better than him is your father and your mother.
Yeah,
They
that's
want to
what I
give
mean.
you anything
This is what I mean that
as
they
they
don't
can.
mean to be bad. They do this.
Yes.
Like if he's
It
thinking
also,
about not generous,
of
then
course, as
they keep the money. They save the money.
I think not all
I
parents are really good. There are some parents are bad, and I mean that they are really bad.
Hmm.
And not all parents like or are ready to do things for their children. Not all parents no parenthood or
are
the
maybe they
responsibility
are
or
they,
But do you think they
some
intentionally?
parents didn't careless about their
they are
kids or
not
their.
taking the
Yes,
responsibility of their
the
children. They're
raising.
not taking the full care of their children, or what they should take in care. Maybe they're rude, aggressive, but overall, I think they're important.
Hmm. Very good. It's a
Okay,
very
so it's time now to know to move to another question that we have for today: the advantages and disadvantages of living with your family. That's it.
I think I like that point of view that Amr mentioned, the security and safety and looking after the big family looks after the small family.
And already you will save money a lot of you will save a lot of money.
No, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. It's the point of saving money, but I personally found it, if you can be in your own house, for me, I found it better than living with the family.
It's
If
better, yes,
you
for
can
the,
support yourself with all the elements, all the things that related to building a new house, it's good. But that doesn't mean that you be detached from the big family, because you will have the privacy. The privacy is a big issue. Like you have,
And if you live with your family, you have no privacy.
that's the one thing.
no
Like,
privacy.
no, you don't have privacy when you have the family, and also building up a family of your own. Now you're starting your own family, your own principles. You're starting like raising up your children according to how you want them to be, how good you want them to be, and within the big family, a lot of participants, a lot of contribution is happening. So the grandfather, the grandmother, the uncles, the aunties, the cousins. So a lot of contributors to building this new offspring of the new children. But when you live by yourself, now you have the privacy, you have the time to teach them, you have the time to listen to them, you have the time to talk to them, and
You
that's
have
one of the big
time
advantages.
to meet your friends.
It's time to meet your friends.
Yes.
You mean no time? Or
No, you will have time to meet and say to your friends if you live alone. I think better than to live with your family in this point. And also, Mr. Muhammad, I think we have a big difference between families here in Egypt and in England or outside. It's a big difference because families here is very, very large. But I think families in England or in Europe, it's a very, very small family. Maybe consists from 3 people, 4 people maximum, I think.
yes, it's not about.
And everyone should help in the friend. Everyone should work to help the family, to depend on her on himself.
Yeah, that's another thing. Work is there is no question about this. Everyone works. Everyone, like there is
Yes.
no one depends on someone else. Like the majority of people work, and it doesn't matter how old are you. And this is one thing lacking actually in the which is not good. Like in the old people here have to work. They live by themselves and they have to work. A lot of old people have to work. We're back in Egypt.
Yes, and they work during studying. No problem to work with the study.
Yeah, because
Not like here.
to pay
You should
to-
finish your study first.
No, that's for me. I
Yes.
take it as an advantage, not disadvantage.
Yes, advantages.
Yes, it builds your experience while you are studying rather than
So,
wasting.
Mr. Muhammad, I have a question.
Yeah.
As you just said, old people work in England. So if they are 60 years old or more, so are they work?
Yeah, they work in like
Or
charity
do they work?
charities. If the pension is not enough,
Mhm.
they get pension.
Yeah,
in
that's
the-
what I'm asking for. Pension, and
Yep.
if they get pension.
But pension
So,
is not always
do they
enough.
work? What?
No, I don't know this word.
pension يعني pension
المعاش.
like المعاش.
Pension, yes.
So they get pension.
Yeah.
But sometimes, or a lot of the times, it's not enough. So they have to go out to work. Cleaners, they can work, and there's no shame. Here,
No. I'm not talking about shame or
no, but because
whatever.
back in our society, back in Egypt and in the Arab countries in general, there is shame. If you go as a cleaner, that's a shame. It's not a good job. if you go as a doorman, for example, it's not a good job. It's not, it's a shame. If you go as a security, it's not something that people respect. You know what I mean? That's this is what I mean by it's not a shame. There is no shame. Where religious, there is nothing. There is nothing about shame. As you have halal income and you do valid job, you permissible job, there is nothing. Doesn't matter. But this is, yeah, I think this is one of the advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is security. Disadvantage is the privacy. That you have. Privacy.
Privacies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. So يعني as long as you live with your family, you can save your money, as Mr. Amr said. Maybe you're not as a man.
Not all families will let you save your money. Yeah.
No. We took generally.
I know.
I took
I know.
in your
from
life
families that
before marriage.
No, even during marriage. Like I know some families.
What about doing the housework? Yani, if you live with your family, you're not doing the housework. Maybe your mom or your sister. Like we took here in Egypt, so if you live with your family, so your mom or your sister does the houseworks like cleaning.
Yes, and you will eat a good meal every day.
Yeah, you're not cook or you're not cooking.
You will not.
Yeah, maybe your mom
not clean
does,
the dishes.
does the cook.
This is one of the advantages, of course. Yeah.
You mean assure? Yes.
Yeah.
If you are a good person, if you're a good husband, you'll have good food. If you're not a good husband, you have when you come from.
Maybe, but Mr. Muhammad said maybe you are. Maybe no. Wait. Just maybe you are a good person, but your wife can't cook good meals.
No, that's a different
solution.
Not like your mother already.
Yes. That's a different situation.
So in that situation, maybe I go to my mom and please, mom, cook a good meal for me because my wife can't.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You can't do this. Your wife is gonna kill you.
الحلو والمرة معايا.
You will be divorced after that.
You can't do this because first your wife is not gonna be happy for this to happen.
Of course.
Second, your mother is gonna be, so now you're married and you're coming for me to cook for you. What's wrong with you? What? Why your wife doesn't cook for you?
Maybe your mom is gonna cook. Let me say, kick you out.
She will cook for you once, twice, but not always.
No. I think in that case, your mom gonna kick you out. Go to your wife, and she can cook you a good meal. Yeah, I'm not your wife. Yes.
Now, if the wife is a good cook or not, that's a different situation. That's a different.
Okay, so.
So you will need to learn how to cook.
Okay, we have a question right now, Mr. Muhammad, and I think some families have rules.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So can you tell us if your family like have rules or not? And so if so, what are they?
Rules. That's
yes.
My I can
when you were a child, what are the rules?
Like the age of marriage, for example, like the
mentioning the age of marriage, for example, as a rule. I don't think there was I chose my role of marriage. I didn't follow.
No.
I didn't.
No, maybe I still remember when I was like from 7 to 18, and my dad was saying you can't come late at home. It's available to come home till 10, for example, and you can't come late and or after 10. It was a rule when I was 17, 18.
I
So-
think it is not your home rule, by the way. It's all the Egyptian homes rules.
Hi, Fatma.
Sir Muhammad.
Yeah, but for me that wasn't a rule. Why?
Yeah.
Because
Uh-huh.
my parents respected me and they knew what I'm doing outside. It depends on who you are and who you are with. And this is
Yeah, who you are with. Yes,
Yes.
and your dad was knowing that
And
you
also
were
who you
with,
are, Mr. Ahmed.
my
Yes.
uncle Mahmoud. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like
Because
If you're if they trust if they trust you,
yes, it is.
you will let
yeah.
you
Yes,
choose and do what you know.
I think
I remember as a rule for I had to come back home as I was the oldest brother, and I had to make sure that I'm the last person in the house. So I close the gates and make sure that everyone is sleeping, TV is off,
Yeah.
doors locked, everything is like that. Because my dad was traveling most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to be back home before everyone sleeps anyway. But when he was in the house, he trusted me because he knows me, that I will not smoke, I will not drink, I will not be a bad person. Even if I'm hanging with bad people, I don't get bad behaviors from the bad people. I know myself. So that was I think that was his trust and my mom's trust as well. Some other people, if you know that you will not be affected by the other people, then it's your rule. But if they worried that you will learn bad things from bad people, then
If you're gonna
they will be strict.
if you're gonna attach to these people, so they will not let you to come to hang out with these people.
No, you can hang with, but not to learn from. Like if someone is
Yeah,
smoking.
but if they know that
my big problem was
if your
smoking.
dad but if your dad
Honestly,
knows that you
I
hang out with bad people, so he will let you to hang with them.
it's also who you when we go back to the question of who you're hanging with. They trust if they trust you that you will pick in the right people with the good people, then that's brilliant. That's the case. With those good people that you're hanging with, they might have bad minor things. Like as I said now and repeated it, smoking. Smoking was my big issue. I didn't like smoking. I never smoked. But I had a few of my friends that I used to be with every single night, and they smoked. That's no problem. That's fine. This is life. I can't change them like we said, but I can change myself, and I can stick to my behavior. And I'm not gonna smoke.
But I just have a comment here. Yani smoking doesn't mean you are a bad person. I think that.
No, it's not. Not always. It's a bad behavior, but the person can be a good person.
Yeah, bad behavior, but but not a bad person. Yes.
Yeah, it's always about blaming the action, not the person.
Yeah, blaming the action, not the person. That's it.
I
that's the
have a
point.
question.
Yeah.
Which is, does it depend on the you are as your personality, for example, or is that depend on what the or how did you grow up?
Yeah,
what
but
your parents is building you.
Yeah, carry on. Sorry.
So I need to know to have
Both are very interrelated, ya Fatma. You how
I know
you-
some people that that their parents or their family or their home is a good one, but they are not a good persons. I don't know why.
how do you define good family? How do you find the good
I mean that their behaviors, they are behave in a good way, but they have a children or they have I don't know how to say it, but
it's not always guaranteed that good parents will have good
I know
good children.
that's my question. Is it
Yeah.
depend on how do you grow up or how did you grow up, or that depend on my personality, who I am, what I choose.
Yeah, but both are very interrelated, I think, because you have the choice after like 15, when you're 15, or maybe 20 years, when you realize that you have a brain and you have the choice and you have responsibility for your decisions. But before 20 years old, you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? I can't remember like realizing that I am responsible for myself, because at that time the big responsibility is education. You pass in your school, you get good grades, and but in terms of building
Yes,
yourself,
of course responsibilities are changing depending on what is the stage you are in, but
yes.
okay.
And the parents, they should know how to treat you well, so they educate you well in the house, how they teach you good things in the house, so you're a good person outside of the house. If they're good people and they don't teach you how to be a good person outside of the house, that can be your personality. And this is something, a blessing from God. It can be a blessing from God. It can be, and it can be a test from God.
Maybe
We
yes.
don't guarantee that every single person following the rules of the family household will be a good person. We have,
And also, Sir Muhammad,
yeah,
I think we shouldn't forget that your family must grow you up with the religion and to give you the good way or the right way to grow up with the Holy Quran and to study the religion. And after that, they will not they will not be afraid from anything that look like who you are who you are hang with or you are working with. You will be have a good rules, or you will be near to Allah to fight everything bad from from the peoples.
it's a journey that you start with your family. When we're talking about the religious impact, yes,
Yes.
they teach you from the beginning how to be a good person, reading Quran and the Sunnah, and practicing prayers and sticking to the prayers and fasting and all of these very fundamental basics. But at the
Yes,
same
for
time, you still can do all of these. You can read Quran. At the same time, you still can. It's your responsibility after that you perform Quran. The family is not gonna be with you when you are performing and practicing the Quran.
of course
You know, it is you. It is back to Fatma's question.
it is
It's your
dependent on you.
personality. It's your understanding. Because you
Yes.
can go to the best religious school and go to the best religious teacher,
Mm.
but if you don't have that mentality of coping and understanding and cooperating with this teaching, all going to be wasted. So it's your personality, I think, and your attitudes, and you're willing to understand and practice and practice and
Yes.
practice to reach to the point that it becomes your nature, I think.
So I may think that it related to what you choose.
Yes. Until when you have that that capacity of choosing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
When you have
Yes.
when you have the capacity and the ability to choose, to say that this is right and this is wrong.
Yes,
I
this is
can do
wrong.
this and I can't do this.
Mm.
But before that, if you don't know that distinction between right and wrong, you're not a responsible person. If you're lost, some people are lost, they don't know. It's a massive, long journey to know yourself and to be a responsible person and know yourself and know how to differentiate between the right things and the good and the bad things and when to do what. This is your choice, and we always have choices.
Of course we are.
So and this is actually, I think this is one of the family's fundamental lessons that they need to teach the other family members, that how to make their choices, how to analyze the choices. If I have options, if I have finished the secondary education, I finished Sanawiyya, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 options. Which one should I take? The one that I go with the marks, or with the one that I feel like? Families here in this situation don't give the children the choice. They
The
push
choice.
them to follow the marks and get the highest marks and go to this particular one. And this is not good. This is not right. That's why we fail after that. Yes, we finish the faculty or the university, but because I didn't like studying sociology, or I didn't like studying biology, I didn't like studying language, I didn't. It's the family that pushed me to do it. And thousands of people, when they finish the university, they join a completely different industry away from
Yeah,
what they have
they
studied.
should.
So they have wasted
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years to start a completely different field of life. So the choice here, it's how the family, the parents, teach the children how to choose.
Yes. So families should let their children or kids or whatever, yani, to choose which path do you want to go.
Actually, it's not let, it's guide.
Mhm.
They should guide, because if I'm 17 years old and
Mhm.
I'm about to start the university education, I need
Mhm.
someone to guide me. I didn't have any guidance about. I entered the university and I didn't know what is the university. What is that? It's like a school. I took it as like a school, and that's why I studied uh, what my marks took me to, and I lasted
Mhm.
for 1 month studying physics and chemistry, and then I
Mhm.
switched to what I love as a person. I loved English, so I said, oh,
Mhm.
can I changed to English, and then I
Yeah.
switched to English. So it was a very critical moment. Some people don't have
Yeah. Yeah.
this advantage of switching from a path to a different path.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if you have the good guidance from the beginning, from the second, actually, it's the good thing actually about the people here in the West in general, that they teach their children what's happening in the next stage. Like I work in a department here in the university, in a university, and a couple of weeks ago I received a couple of emails from different two students. They are in the high school or the secondary school.
Scanners. Yeah.
Yeah, in the secondary school, and they asking about a course
Mhm.
that they will do in their 3rd year of university. Can you
The
believe
third
that?
year. Well, yeah. Why? Why are they asking about this year?
Because they know where they're going. Because I think both of them, they know what they're going to study in the university. And in the 3rd year, they
Yeah.
know they asking if this option will be available when they are going to be at this university in their 3rd year, which is 4 years from today.
Mhm.
That honestly surprised me so much. I said to them, honestly, I'm very proud to receive such an email from you and to know that
Mhm.
you know what do you want.
Yeah, but that reveal, but I think that reveals that they have good guidance. That's why they
Yes,
asking that question. Yeah,
yes. They know what they're doing. That's what I
yeah, they
mean.
know what. Yeah, yeah,
I hope that that answers a little bit of the question, Fatma.
yeah.
And what do you think, Fatma? Because we need your input as well, because you asked the question.
I didn't catch what did you.
Now I said that I hope what we said now answers some of your question. What do you think?
Yes, yes, of course it is.
We anyone else wants to say anything? Hagar wants to say something. Mr. Amr wants to say something. Ahmed wants to say something.
And Mr. Muhammad, let us come back to the main question about the advantage of or no about the roles in your family, as Mr. Ahmed Badawi said. Uh, one one role is very important, I think, for a lot of families here in Egypt, is to eat together every meal. This is
Mhm.
the most important role
Yes,
for
it's a
many
beautiful one,
many
of
for
course.
many
So,
families, and also it's a beautiful, yes, as you
Yeah,
said.
and if you skip any meal, you will not eat. You can wait for the next meal.
it's a good
you will
one
washing
because
the dishes
if
and you
every
will not
night you'll
eat.
have mahshi every night, so you're not missing any of the mahshi every night.
You will wash the dishes only.
Oh no, you're very worried about washing the dishes. It seems like you hate washing the dishes, Yamr. I hope
You
that
will
you'll not
be
wash them tonight.
you will be the last one to eat. You should wash the dishes.
It's. I think there is a rule in the middle.
No, no, this is in the military.
Uh,
What? How about
Yes.
in your house? If you are the last one, yeah, Amr, if you are the last one, are you going to wash the dishes?
no, I'm
No,
kidding.
absolutely no. Yani, this is a quote in the military, and they say
Yes, I think
الشنقي
sometimes.
يلم الشنقي يلم بقى.
Shingo, you are the
That's
last
it.
one.
Good luck. Good
Okay.
luck.
Yes.
Good
Yani, I
luck.
wish.
Washing the dishes is not a big problem anyway. Don't worry.
Uh,
It's a lovely job. It's
For me, I love cooking meals, not to wash the dishes. For
good.
me,
Okay. Okay. I personally like
you
washing.
know. So, which meal you can cook? Amr? Yani, as the last question that we have for today. For me,
or I
so the easiest meal that I can cook is to boil the eggs, not more. I can't do anything. Just to boil the eggs. That's it.
it's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, yeah, the easiest thing that I can
No,
cook.
Uh,
that's
So
not.
what about you? What you can cook? What
Me,
meal you can cook? Yes,
anything as you like.
anything.
Mahshi, seafood,
Mahshi.
rice,
Yes.
chickens,
Okay,
anything.
Mr. Muhammad, what meal or what food you can cook?
I cook everything as well, and I wash the dishes.
Everything.
Uh,
Yeah.
Washing the dishes as
anything.
well.
And I wash.
Okay, I can.
I take
I can.
no. I take washing the dishes as a therapeutic thing because
Mm,
it honestly it's a lovely task. I like it for myself. I like washing the
loud
dishes.
rest.
And cooking. I have a rule.
Sweeping.
I have a rule actually
For
about
me,
cooking. I have a rule in the house about cooking.
what is it?
Mm.
What is it?
If I'm in the kitchen, it's my kitchen.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't like
you should
someone.
type everything.
Do. Yeah,
Nobody,
do
nobody
whatever
to
you can.
help, nobody to comment, nobody to do anything. I am the chef.
You are
I
alone
think
in the
that we
kitchen.
are
You're the chef.
twins, Mr. Muhammad.
Yeah, it's like I can't ask someone to add salt to the food. No,
No,
I
no.
can't ask someone to check if the food is cooked or not. No, I
Mm.
can't ask someone to switch the fire off. now I have to do it
Mhm.
because I started it. If I started it, I have to finish it because I know how to
Yeah.
do it, when, and how much.
Yeah.
It's a very good rule, Mr.
If,
Muhammad.
if
Maybe if
I'm,
someone else
Ah, yes.
does
Well,
it, I'll
I think, yani,
fight
if you
with
have
him.
I'll
someone in
kill
the
them.
kitchen, so he or she will buzzer you. Yani.
No, it's not
Mm.
about
Okay.
bother. It's actually it's a psychological thing. It's a very psychological thing. And if you started something good, you want to make sure that it
You
ends
should
well.
finish it.
Mhm.
It's not about you don't trust them or you don't like them. It's
Mhm.
first they will not do exactly what you want them to do. Like how much is different. Like, if I say put a little bit of
So,
salt, how much is a little bit?
uh,
One spoon,
okay.
2 spoons, half spoon.
So,
But I know what.
that leads me to another question, Mr. Muhammad. So, what is the typical food in your in England, and how much time do you take to cook it?
No,
To cook.
I like cooking. There is nothing about the traditional food. I cook
Yeah,
what we want to eat. I like making lasagna, and it takes making a good lasagna can take about 2 hours.
lasagna.
Yes,
Yeah,
can
yeah,
make
yeah.
Lasagna.
Inshallah, we will try it to when you come back here
can
in
take
Egypt.
2 hours, at least 2 hours to cook it.
It
2
takes,
hours. It take
and it
it
takes,
take
it
ages
takes,
Yes,
to
it
cook.
take ages. You wanna cook just 30 minutes, and that's enough. Yeah, that's okay. So
Uh,
we,
we will try that food inshallah when you come back
we will
to
not
Egypt.
come to visit you in the house, ya Ahmed, because the only thing that you can cook is eggs,
eggs.
boiled eggs.
No, but I'll visit you just to try that food, lasagna.
No, you're
Okay?
welcome. Of course,
Yeah,
you're very welcome.
when you come back here in Egypt, so
You should,
please.
Mr. Muhammad, visit him at the morning to to have a breakfast.
No, I have
Okay.
a good a question for him. Do you
He
know
would
how to
buy.
boil the eggs well? How do you know that they are boiled and they're ready to eat? Or you just leave them for an hour?
No, I just leave them for like 20 minutes, and then
20,
go
it will
back.
be
That's
burned.
and that's
I
20 is
enough.
too
think from
much.
10,
No,
too
you
much.
see,
Yes.
you don't know how
20
even to
minutes.
boil eggs.
Oh, so not more than 15
بعذبه.
minutes.
Oh, that's lovely. Wallahi, and thank you very much, guys. We don't want to
It's
keep
okay.
you late, and it was nice to talk about family and relationships and advantages and
That's
disadvantages.
it.
And I can see
Yeah.
we already exceeded 5 o'clock, and hopefully it's not going to be late for all of you.
And I hope, and as well, I hope every one of us got benefits and we have from this episode. And I want to thank each and every one of you, and see you inshallah next time.
Does
Thank
anyone
you,
want to say
Mr.
anything
Ahmed. Thank
before
you,
we
Mr.
go? Does
Muhammad.
anyone want to add anything or last comment before we
Yeah.
say goodbye to everyone?
For me, no, for me, I have nothing.
No, I
But
think
what
I
about the
enjoyed
rest?
a lot.
Thank
I think we enjoyed very, very much to talk with Mr. Muhammad and
Oh,
Mr.
thank you,
Ahmed.
Allah.
And we have today we have a lot of joking
It's good. It's good.
about this
Good to have fun.
Yes.
Good to have fun. It's not always like serious. Seriousness is not good. It's a how to mix fun and seriousness and to enjoy the time. So thank you very much for that. And I have enjoyed the conversation today as well, and the contributions from you and Fatma and Hagar and Ahmed and everyone. We're learning together. You know, it's a learning is a journey that you learn from everyone.
Okay.
So thank you very much. And
Okay, thank you
well.
so much, Mr. Muhammad. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. And
Thank
see you
you.
soon. Thank you.
Bye.
See you later,
Goodbye.
inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Ma salam. Ma salam. Ma salam.